All of our kids' games are principle based. So although the kids are having fun, they are still learning a core principle that will help them improve their martial arts, help them with their proprioception, their balance, their timing, all those critical things. So I want you to sit back to back on the floor. Hopefully the camera can get you. So this game's called Building Towers. This promotes cooperation. It makes people understand where their centre of balance is and also lines of force. Okay, so interlink your elbows, that's it. And then when you're ready, press the smalls of your back together, press and stand up. Nicely done, boys. Beautiful. Very good. Now if you can do it like that every time, that's perfect. So 4 cones on the floor, roughly 4 square metres, it depends what match you've got. Now for safety, back to back on the floor please. Now, you're not allowed to go outside the square, not allowed to punch or kick each other. On the count of 3, you've got to get the other person out of the square. And normally we have one of the other kids as the judge, and their decision is final. 3, 2, 1, go! There you go. Easy. So this is a game, we'll often do this at the end of the class. This is a game we call Sausage Samurai. The rules are they have to hold the pool noodle like a bokken, so no one-handed, long-range stuff, they have to keep it here. If they hit any of the other people, they have to sit down. The last one standing is then the Sausage Samurai, and we keep going. It's great cardio, but it also teaches people avoidance, and it teaches the person chasing them about angles and strategies, because if you just run around in circles, you just burn out. And you soon see how the smaller people that aren't as fast as the bigger people, how they start developing strategies to win. Age before beauty. Off you go! Come on, whack 'em, whack 'em, whack 'em. Tabs, 2 hands, 2 hands doesn't count. That's it, sit down. Good. Good. And Melody was last in, so it would be her go, and that's how it works. We'll keep this simple. Thank you guys, good, good. So next game, can I have Tahu please? This is called Dragon's Tail. One of the primary things we teach from the self-defense point of view in the dojo is that you never let anyone get behind you. So, Dragon's Tail. Tuck it in the back of the belt. The dragon is allowed to use both hands, so he can keep his hands out in front, and he can deflect, and his idea is basically to keep his centre facing everybody at all times. Now, if you've got a class full of 15, 20 kids or whatever, it could be chaos. If they can make one good turn and break through the circle of people, then that's a success. But if you've got 4 or 5 people, this can keep going for a while, and it's really valuable. Let's just have 4 or 5 people up for me. Thank you. Now you guys are only allowed to use 1 hand. The dragon can use 2 hands, okay? You're not allowed to grab. You can grab his tail. He can deflect your hands out the way. So he can use anything to fill up that front space. And he's got to decide when he makes a turn, because obviously at some point there's going to be people in front and behind him. Ready? And go! One hand, don't forget. People chasing. That's it, keep it going. Yes, very good. Nice, excellent, good, good. In our dojo, this game was named by the kids as the spiked ball of ultimate terror. It's a spiked ball, there's no terror. Basically, you have to catch the ball, you have to do a roll with the ball in your hand, and then you have to throw it back to me. So there's a little bit of jostling, we don't let anyone get too rough. It's an honour game, so the first person with 2 hands on the ball gets it. There's no rugby tackling and taking the ball off each other. The ball does move through the air a bit weirdly because of the texture, so you have to kind of position yourself. You're not just standing there waiting for the ball to come to you. But this is a great way for building confidence with ukemi. Quite often kids that have trouble rolling when they first start, when they're involved in the game and they're not thinking about it, and this is in front of their centre, they'll start rolling. So basically, first one that catches it, grab it, roll. That's it. Now let's have a bit of competition. Beat each other to it. Come on. That's it. And back to me. Good. Beautiful. Okay, so down here. So groups of 2. Now this is ukemi. This is small rolling. You're not allowed to stand up in between the rolls, so you've got to keep going. You've got to roll down to the wall, touch the wall and come back, and then touch your partner. They roll down to the wall and come back, okay? And again, this is one of those drills that makes people more confident with their rolling. It almost doesn't matter if they're new and they can't roll, even if they're barrel rolling. They're moving and they're gradually getting into it. And you quite often find that people's bodies work out the most efficient way of rolling just through trial and error to get their speed up. On your hands and knees, go. That's it, keep it going. So you shouldn't really be standing up in between. You should be staying down on your knees. Keep going and back. Stay low. That's it, and then you go. The kids are way faster than the adults. That's it. Good. Honestly, the 10-year-olds are twice as fast. So, this game's called Oshi. One of the primary things that we teach is the ability to be able to release their bodies and drop their weight up and down to generate power. Bending from the waist is pretty inefficient. Also, it's slow. So from day one with the kids, we try and promote this idea of being able to drop. It exists in all martial arts to one extent or another. So, he's going to put his arms out in front of him. I'm going to drop the stick, you're going to grab it before it hits the floor. He's got his hands on top of it. Take your hands off. That's it. Now, he's got to drop his centre, and again, this is harder for adults than it is for kids. One more, bend your knees more. I know it's hard when you're an old bugger. One more. It's tough. I mean, this is hard. It isn't easy. So bend your knees. You've got to release your knees. Well done. That's it. Good, good. Go over here. Oh, careful, don't whack your knees. So basically, I use a pool noodle with the kids. With the adults, you can use a shinai if you'd like, if you want to do this as a training thing. But basically, I'm just going to strike down into the square, and the people in the square. Let's have one more person up. Come on, Joe. Yeah. So you're just walking around, and you strike, and they've got to move. And you can get faster and faster and faster. And of course, if you've got half a dozen kids in there, it's chaos. But it's a really good bit of body movement. So this is horse and jockey. The rules are basically the jockey cannot touch the floor with any part of their body, just sit on them. And you can only hold on with your legs. So wrap your legs around and hold on tight. Okay? The horses can nudge, but nothing else. They can't use their hands. The jockeys, you can do anything you want, apart from obviously striking. So if the jockey touches the ground in any way, they're disqualified, and both the horse and the jockey do 5 press-ups. Ready? Go! Jockeys can only use your legs to hold on. Only legs. Press-ups. Just your legs to hold on. Well, that was easy.
Champs.
The kids are so much better than you people at this. Okay, so this is the left and right game. With the kids, I'll often get them to put their left hand up because you'd be surprised how many people don't know their left from their right. You have to have your hand on top of the jo. If you move and you knock your own jo over, you're disqualified. And we keep going until there's no one left. This is really good for building people's reaction times, their awareness, but also you start to notice body language. So if I shout left, you grab the jo of the person to your left and you move to the left. Right, the same thing to the right. So,
do we only use this hand?
You can use either hand to grab the jo. Good question, good question. Ready? Left. Nice. Left. Left. Right. Okay, so whoever's out, grab your jo and sit down. Move the stick. That's it. So just close up slightly. Ready? Right. Right. Left. Right. Sit down, Bill. Close them up. And left. Left. Right. Right. Oh, we lost 2 that time. Excellent. Ready? Left. Right. Left. 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 And we've got a winner. Very good. Excellent. this is a game called high and low. Again, this is to get people's reaction times, to get their timing right. You have two options. You can either do this and make an otoshi, or you can do this and jump on the spot. No jumping sideways, no pushing each other over. If you do it right, it's fine. If you do it wrong, well, not so good. Oh, Joe nearly got a brain then. Up, hey, etc. This is a great warm-up. If you do this at the start of class, if they're all talking when they come in, it's a great way of adding focus. Thank you. Please sit down, guys. So we're going to make a slightly larger space. I'm going to go 3 by 3, but it doesn't really matter. So stick on a headband and put the straw in the front. That's it, stick it up. Okay, so the same rules apply as when we were playing Sumo earlier. You're not allowed outside the square. If you lose your straw, you're out. So I recommend that you keep one hand up for the defence and one for trying to take other people's straws. This is a great game because it teaches people the vulnerability of being in range. Just because you can hit someone, quite often it means they can hit you. So this is really good. You guys are all roughly the same size, but sometimes in the kids' class you've got kids this size and kids that size. So the shorter kids learn the strategy of blocking the stuff that's coming down from higher. It's a very, very useful drill, this. If you lose your straw, sit down. Ready? Don't go outside the square. Go! Come on, come on! Nice. You're outside the squares. Tahu, you went out. Yeah. So there's awareness as well as... That's it. You went out, Melody. Good attempt, but you're out. Jason's the winner. Very good. So this is something I do with the kids. It's very much related to the grappling and sparring series we do with the adults. This is loosely based on a judo drill. With the kids, they just grab each other's elbows. So he would be grabbing my gi. You know, if they're not wearing uniforms, they can just grab the elbows. Okay. So you basically just got to get your partner down to one knee, to one hand, whatever you can. Okay. Now with elbows, it's pretty tricky because you've got all the flexibility of the shoulders. It's quite a tricky thing. So you've got to push and pull. And it's quite a good leveler when you've got big, tall, strong kids and you've got little, less heavy or more petite kids, because they learn to drop their body. They're using that toshi. They learn to get in and use their legs. And you'll see them sometimes wait until the other person attacks and then sweep the leg. You don't even have to teach this. The kids are working out themselves. It's a really, really useful, like, ground-up drill. Grab your elbows, please, boys. And then whenever you're ready, go. Just don't break the grip. And quite often what happens with this, if you get evenly matched people, it becomes a stalemate, but it's still a very useful drill. That's it. That's it, boys. Stay over here if you can so the camera can see you. Well done. Nice, yeah. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Excellent. Good, good, good. So, bonus video, I forgot this one. So, into a plank, really you should pair up, but because it's adults, I wouldn't do this with the kids, but with adults you can have all 4 of you. Basically, you've just got to stay upright. If you get your hands swept away from you, you do a press up.